Flicker was a tiny firefly, his light a mere spark compared to the dazzling brilliance of the night sky. He watched, mesmerized, as countless stars blazed overhead, their light years away, impossibly vast. He felt insignificant, a minuscule speck in the grand cosmic tapestry. Why bother even trying? He mused, dimming his own light. My glow is nothing compared to theirs. He sat on a dew-kissed blade of grass, his tiny light flickering weakly. Suddenly, a whimper broke the stillness of the night. Flicker, startled, saw a small figure huddled beneath a large oak tree, lost and alone. It was a young traveler, his clothes torn, his face streaked with tears. He was utterly lost and afraid. The traveler, whose name was Alara, shivered in the cool night air. She had wandered far from the path and was utterly disoriented. The darkness seemed to press in on her, amplifying her fear. Then, a tiny spark caught her eye, a faint, gentle glow in the inky blackness. Weak, but persistent, it was Flicker. Hesitantly, Alara followed the tiny light. It wasn't much, barely enough to pierce the darkness, but it offered a beacon of hope. Flicker, surprised by the attention, instinctively brightened his light, guiding Alara step by step. He flew ahead, his little light bobbing and weaving through the undergrowth, leading her towards the familiar path. As they walked, Alara felt a sense of calm settle over her. The tiny light, so small and seemingly insignificant, had given her courage and direction. She was no longer lost, she was guided. She reached the path, her heart filled with gratitude. She turned to thank her small guide. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the chirping crickets. "You saved me." Flicker, basking in the warmth of her gratitude, felt a surge of pride. He realized that his small light, though insignificant compared to the stars, had made a significant difference. His light, while tiny, had guided a lost soul to safety. He was no longer just a small firefly. He was a beacon of hope in the darkness. He blinked his light 3 times, a tiny salute to his own unexpected heroism, a silent affirmation that even the smallest among us can shine brightly and make a difference in the world. From that night on, Flicker never doubted the power of his light, no matter how small it was compared to the stars. He knew that his light had a purpose, a reason to shine, and that even the smallest light could guide others towards safety and hope. He understood that his brilliance wasn't measured by size, but by the impact it had on the world around him. His light, just like Alara's story, would continue to shine and inspire others.